Hello, parents and students. If you're watching this, your family has chosen the face-to-face or hybrid learning pathway. We are excited to welcome you back to school and want you to know that a lot of work has taken place over the summer to ensure everyone's safety. And while operations may look a little different this year, our HCISD world-class experience hasn't changed. We are going to maintain our quality education while ensuring each student and staff member remains safe. This is what a school day will look like at HCISD. Let's begin at home. Parents and guardians are asked to perform COVID-19 symptom checks each morning and to keep their child home if they have a fever of over 100 degrees, any of these symptoms, or a confirmed COVID-19 diagnosis. Fever, 100 degrees or greater, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle or body aches, loss of taste or smell, sore throat, vomiting or diarrhea, change in congestion or runny nose not related to allergies. Students who are ill or have a household member with COVID-19 should not come to school. Parents and families are required to report a positive COVID-19 test for a student or any person residing with a student. If a parent believes their child has been exposed to COVID-19 but has not been tested or experiencing COVID-19 symptoms, they must inform their school principal for further guidance. Before leaving, parents and guardians are also asked to make sure their child has a clean face covering as well. HCISD requires universal masking. All students in pre-K through 12th grade will be provided with 4 face masks and 2 face shields by the school district. When all of our students and staff are wearing face masks, we can mitigate the spread of COVID-19. Water refill stations have been put in place of water fountains this year. Be sure to pack your HCISD water bottle or your own water bottle to fill up throughout the day. Once students have been cleared by parents and guardians to head to campus, here's what families can expect to see. For students riding a bus, signage will be posted on the exterior of the bus, communicating the HCISD health guidelines. Parents are encouraged to accompany children at bus stops to ensure distancing is maintained. Temperature will be taken as students enter the bus, and students will be asked to sanitize their hands when entering and exiting the school bus. Students will load the bus from the back to the front and exit in reverse order. During bus routes, face masks are required for all staff and students. Bus drivers and aides will be wearing masks. The driver will instruct students to take seats that are spaced from one another, and siblings will sit together. Buses will be sanitized after every morning and afternoon route. Parents must remain in the car when dropping off their child. Before your child exits the vehicle, their temperatures will be taken. Students must wear a face mask prior to entering the building. As students arrive for the day, they'll notice outside areas will be marked to maintain social distancing. Each school will have more specific drop-off, pick-up procedures since each campus is unique. Upon arrival at school, students in grades pre-K through 8th will report directly to their classroom. Campuses will develop their own procedures for breakfast pickup. High school students must report directly to class after picking up their breakfast. If you wish to sign out your child during the day, you may do so from our attendance office. Parents will come to the designated area to sign out and wait for their child. Spaces will be marked requiring 6 feet distance while parents wait. Parents signing students in and out are required to wear a mask and follow social distancing protocols. It's time to go to class. Each classroom is designed with social distancing in mind. Hand sanitizer will be available in every classroom, and schedules will be built in to have time for students to wash hands. All schools will physically distance desks and tables and will have them faced in the same direction. Hallways will be marked with floor decals to direct students to stay on one side of the hallway for each direction of travel. Where possible, given the school layout, certain hallways may be designated as one-way. Hands-free sanitizer and water bottle filling stations will also be available throughout campuses for students to use to clean their hands and fill up their personal water bottles. Additional hand-washing stations have been placed throughout the campus with soap and water for students and staff. All students and staff should wash their hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. On the first day, campuses will provide instructions to students on appropriate hand washing and hygiene practices. Please continue to reinforce these practices at home. Sharing of technology devices, school supplies, and belongings among students will be very limited and only if absolutely necessary. If equipment or supplies must be shared by students, staff will clean the item after each use. Parents should label all personal items and clean them before, after school. Lockers will not be used during the 2020-2021 school year. It's time for lunch. Students will use multiple spaces during lunch, including eating in classrooms, in the cafeteria, and outside. Students will be prohibited from sharing lunch items with each other, and outside food cannot be delivered to the school. When eating in the cafeteria or other areas outside of the classroom, increased safety measures will include the following: marking areas and tables indicating where students may sit. Assign students to a specific seat with a minimum of 6 feet between marked seats. Limit cafeteria seating to the number of assigned seats. If students line up for lunch service, only one class will be permitted to line up at a time, and markings will be placed on the floor to indicate where students should stand to maintain social distancing. Physical activity continues to be a vital part of the student's school day. Teachers will require students to wash their hands before and after recess, and masks will be required. Because each school is unique, each school will specify playground procedures, including use or non-use of playground equipment. If playground equipment is used, cleaning of equipment will be aligned to CDC recommendations. For our secondary students participating in extracurricular activities that extend the regular school day, such as band and athletics, will have the opportunity to engage in before and after school practices. More information on how practices will take place will be shared by the campus and the individual programs. For the safety and well-being of students, the district will limit non-essential visitors and volunteers at school. Parents will contact the front office via the communication system outside the front door and must follow all safety protocols, including physical distancing and wearing a face mask. The HCISD volunteer policy on district facilities is suspended until further notice. Those who are contracted to assist with the operation and supervision during the school day must follow all protocols, including verifying that they have not been exposed to COVID-19 and attest to not having any of the defined symptoms. At the end of the school day, elementary students riding the bus will be dismissed 15 minutes ahead of their classmates, and the buses will depart before the remaining students are dismissed. Reminder: parents are asked to remain in their cars throughout the dismissal process. Due to the uniqueness of every campus, each school will have more specific pickup procedures. The Harlingen CISD commitment is our pledge to create a safe campus environment for our students, faculty, and staff as we navigate the COVID-19 pandemic. We look forward to safely welcoming our students back to our schools. For more information about health and safety protocols, please visit www.hcisd.org/PTR.